Hi, my name is John Chorley, and welcome to this Spotlight review of Oracle Fusion SCM 24D. Today, I will be joined by some colleagues to share with you the amazing new capabilities we're delivering with Update 24D. Let's start with a quick review of our guiding vision. First, we are leveraging the power of AI and of Gen AI to make our supply chain solutions smarter, faster, and more responsive, letting you move from insights to decisions and actions. We are elevating our user experience across the whole suite with Redwood, delivering consumer-grade plus user experiences that are a pleasure to use and which empower the user. The strength of supply chains arise from how processes work together, so we are proud to be delivering the broadest and deepest supply chain solution, one that connects processes across organizations and ecosystems. Sustainability is no longer optional, and the supply chain is where sustainability meets the real world. That is why we are building sustainability as an intrinsic part of our supply chain solutions. And all of this adds up to supporting transformation and flexibility to allow our customers to thrive in this dynamic world. In 24D, we're delivering new capabilities in all areas of Fusion SCM, all designed to deliver bottom-line results with a smart, responsive supply chain. We're also investing in technology and user experience that brings all of this together. However, given the limitation of time, we will focus on this 24D spotlight in 5 main areas: sustainability, the inventory shortage workbench, RFID for replenishment, next-generation order management, and next-generation product lifecycle management. First up, an exciting announcement: Fusion Cloud Sustainability. Sustainability has become an essential aspect of modern enterprise performance management, but companies face many challenges as they work to set and meet sustainability goals. Executives are looking to drive impact by identifying those sustainability topics that intersect with their business. Unfortunately, even when organizations capture granular sustainability data, it is difficult to gather insights that can drive impactful operational decisions. Our sustainability product strategy envisions a set of sustainability management tools that are deeply integrated with an organization's day-to-day business. Our goal, simply put, is to build sustainability into the DNA of financial, supply chain, and HR operations, with a framework flexible enough to address organizations' unique requirements and with built-in AI to boost productivity. Customers can already capture many kinds of sustainability data in the Fusion applications. We will streamline and automate the data capture process. By integrating sustainability data and concepts into our Fusion applications, we will help customers collect accurate and comprehensive sustainability data and provide insights that drive progress towards sustainability goals. Today, I am proud to announce that we have taken an important step towards our vision with the rollout of Oracle Fusion Cloud Sustainability, a new Fusion application for capturing and managing sustainability data at the granular level, needed to meet multiple reporting requirements and to drive impactful decisions. To look at our first set of deliveries in Fusion Cloud Sustainability, over to Emily Stone.
Thank you, John. Hello, I'm Emily Stone, Product Strategy Director, and I am so excited to introduce you to our new application, Fusion Cloud Sustainability. The greatest challenge that organizations face in understanding their sustainability performance and making progress towards sustainability goals is data. Gathering, verifying, and analyzing the right data so they can make informed decisions. Oracle Sustainability addresses this challenge. It allows our Fusion customers to capture and manage sustainability data at the granular level needed to gain insights, identify where to invest resources, and satisfy reporting requirements. As you'll see in the demo, Oracle Sustainability captures sustainability data in the form of activities. Customers have the flexibility to decide which types of activities they want to track. Data can be captured from accounts payable invoices, a key source of sustainability data. The built-in emission calculator allows customers to specify which emission factors are preferred for more accurate results. Activities are posted to the sustainability ledger, which provides the same rigor as a financial ledger, rigor that auditors require, and is the source of truth for statutory reporting. Sustainability data can be imported into Oracle EPM for planning, forecasting, and reporting. And Fusion Data Intelligence provides sustainability analytics. Let's start there. Regulations require companies to report on their Scope 1, Scope 2, and Scope 3 greenhouse gas emissions. Predefined dashboards show how emissions are trending over time, as well as the breakdown by scope in a specific period. Scope 3 emissions fall into standard categories. For many companies, the largest category is purchased goods and services. Customers can perform detailed analyses of all their activity types to track progress towards sustainability goals and identify where to invest to accelerate change. Now, let's take a look at the sustainability ledger. An activity is a record of an event, action, or purchase that had sustainability impact. Each activity type has its own attributes. For example, an activity of type mobile combustion has a fuel type and a vehicle type. An activity of type purchased goods and services has a spend type. This customer tracks a number of activity types that generate emissions, as well as green team actions. Let's take a look at the details captured in an activity. This activity was created from an invoice. Invoices are a key source of data for tracking emissions. The activity includes a link back to the source invoice distribution. This ability to drill back to the source transaction is key. It provides important business context and the traceability that auditors require. To capture data from invoices, you create rules to classify invoices and automatically generate activities from them. The activity shows which rule classified it. A rule uses invoice fields, like the line description, to determine the type of activity to create. This rule creates an activity of type purchased goods and services with a computer-related spend type based on the invoice line description. The spend type can map to an emission factor for calculating the emissions associated with the purchase. The activity captures an auditable record of exactly how the emissions were calculated. Emissions can be calculated using standard emission factors, but customers can also configure more specific ones, like product carbon footprints from suppliers, and have the calculator use them for results that are more accurate and often lower than if generic factors had been used. The sustainability analyst can validate activities and post them to the sustainability ledger, either individually or in bulk. Once posted to the ledger, an activity can no longer be updated or deleted. This dashboard helps the analyst zero in on the activities that failed validation and need attention. They're grouped by activity type and by the issue that needs to be addressed. The analyst can click on a segment to navigate to the underlying activities, then fix the issues and post the activities to the ledger. I hope you enjoyed the demo and that it piqued your curiosity to learn more. The flexible framework, integration with accounts payable, configurable calculator, and sustainability ledger included in this first release of Oracle Sustainability provide a foundation on which we plan to build more capabilities, including AI agents and integrations with more Fusion applications, enhancements that will fulfill our vision of integrated sustainability management. Thanks for your time today.
Thanks, Emily. In prior updates, we introduced our Smart Operations initiative. With 24D, we continue to bring you additional capabilities in smart operations. So let's take a look at what's new in manufacturing. The Production Supervisor workbench in Redwood gives a centralized consumer-grade user experience with a clear, real-time visibility to monitor and take action on work orders in their work center. Designed to be used by the supervisor as they walk through the factory floor, the workbench brings together production exceptions reported by operators. The supervisor can then assess and resolve any exceptions that impact operational performance, such as by rescheduling or expediting a work order. At the end of the shift, Gen AI can automatically create a summary report of shift activities and exceptions, saving time for the supervisor to focus on more value-added activities, helping to ensure that the factory operations meet production targets. Smart operations is all about empowering the worker in the performance of their actual work, which leads us to digital work instructions. The manufacturing engineer can augment the work definition with operation-specific instructions for the detailed execution of tasks. Then through the operator workbench, frontline factory workers can follow this visual guidance in performing the tasks and completing an operation. These digital interactive work instructions help enforce operation compliance with standard operating procedures to reduce the risk of quality escapes from production to downstream customers. And of course, all of this is delivered through a modern Redwood user experience. The maintenance team continues to expand its capabilities in smart operations and depot repair. Let's see how. In our prior update, we released the new technician workbench, delivered again with the Redwood user experience, to give maintenance technicians a responsive, mobile, and consumer-grade experience to perform their work execution. In the 24D update, we've added several significant capabilities for technicians to perform their work. These include: when using inspection plans, technicians can save in-process inspections and finish later. We added searching service history that uses Elastic Index to allow for faster data retrieval using multiple search attributes. We've incorporated the use of knowledge management articles to present technicians with the most relevant information for effective troubleshooting. And lastly, we use generative AI that uses past service history to make repair suggestions. Oracle's Depot Repair solution has been extended to provide support for the refurbishment flow. Users can now refurbish an asset and change its associated item to reflect the refurbished asset's new form or function. This refurbishment flow is now incorporated into our depot repair solution, giving managers complete visibility into their entire depot repair operation. This feature is also available for core maintenance flows, where an asset is upgraded or refurbished and put into stock. Quality management continues to use components of the Redwood platform and Gen AI to fast-track the creation of quality inspection plans. The Create New Inspection UI has been enhanced with another generative AI capability. Quality management uses the Redwood Guided Journey to aid in entering the inspection plan details. The quality engineer can now click on the AI Assist button to get a proposed inspection plan version description that is based on data previously entered, such as the inspection type and inspection object's name. The quality engineer can review and edit the results as needed. We continue to bring system-driven capabilities to assist in inventory management. Over to Derek Giddos to see what's new. Derek will also cover enhancements in logistics and order management.
Thanks, John. Hi, I'm Derek Giddos, Vice President of Supply Chain Product Strategy. Inventory is the lifeblood of any supply chain, and we are focused on providing the technologies and functionality organizations require to manage their inventory in the most effective way possible. To that end, we have several new capabilities that we are excited to share with you today. First, the Inventory Shortage Workbench is a brand new set of functionality that enables inventory managers to proactively identify and resolve inventory exceptions. Second, our RFID-enabled replenishment solution enables our customers to utilize RFID technology to automate the processes of tracking inventory levels and initiating replenishment requests. Finally, we continue our journey to provide mobile inventory management support for frontline supply chain workers. Let's get started with the Inventory Shortage Workbench. Managing item availability can be challenging given outside influences such as demand spikes, supplier delays, natural disasters, and other factors that are out of your control. These unforeseen events can quickly lead to shortages or complete stockouts of critical items. To help manage shortages before they have a detrimental impact, we've developed the Inventory Shortage Workbench. In summary, the workbench highlights critical item stockouts and shortages are potential stockouts, identifies root causes such as increased demand or late supply, displays the status of the current supply and demand for a given item, shows available stock within and across inventory organizations, and it provides direct actions to resolve issues like transferring items from other locations, using substitute items, or creating a purchase requisition. Let's take a look at the workbench in action in this example of managing medical and surgical supplies at a hospital. Immediately upon opening the workbench, the user sees the active stockouts for all the inventory locations in the hospital. Resolving item stockouts quickly is critical, especially in a hospital where stockouts can affect patient care. At a glance, the user sees that there are stockouts for 3 of the hospital's PAR locations. The user can drill deeper into the details of these PAR location stockouts by clicking on the PAR location button. The PAR location stockout view provides a snapshot of the current inventory situation, such as how many stockouts have been reported, the demand trend for the impacted items, if there is available inventory in other locations, and other key information to help the user decide on how to best resolve the stockout. The user can execute actions directly from this view. In this example, the user adjusts the PAR level to a higher value to cover the average demand for the item. The user can continue to evaluate each subsequent PAR location stockout and take the appropriate action to resolve them. By clicking on the Organization button, the user is brought back to the main workbench page. Next, let's see how the workbench helps the user manage any shortage situations. By changing the Smart Search filter, the user now sees the shortages across the inventory locations. The Item Shortages view provides key information such as the shortage percentage, the days of stock left, the inventory available, the demand trend, any inbound supply, minimum stock value, and other information that helps the user pinpoint what items shortages are most critical to resolve to prevent a stockout. The user can drill into additional details directly from this page to investigate the item's inventory situation further. In the Item Details page, the user has a snapshot of the item availability at this location and at other locations in the organization, as well as any inbound supply. With this information, the user can determine how best to get additional inventory. In this example, 2 inbound purchase orders are delayed, so the best option is to transfer the item from another location. Indeed, there is significant inventory at other locations. The user can initiate the inventory transfer directly from this page. The user enters all the necessary details of where they want to source the item from and how much inventory they want, and with a click of the Request Transfer Order button, the transaction is automatically submitted. Back on the Shortages view, the user can address other item issues. Directly from this page, the user can execute other actions to increase inventory supply, such as initiating a purchase requisition. The user just enters the necessary details, and the purchase requisition is automatically submitted. In conclusion, the Inventory Shortage Workbench provides the ability to identify, diagnose, and resolve stocking issues for critical items in your network of inventory locations quickly and easily. It is also highly configurable. For example, you can decide which items you want monitored, the percentage threshold that dictates the shortage, and the time period to use for tracking average demand, open supply, and open demand. Additionally, you can configure email, SMS, or push notifications for stockout and shortage incidents so you can resolve them in real time before they become major disruptions. Leverage the Inventory Shortage Workbench to improve operational efficiency, reduce inventory disruptions, and free up more time for the other critical supply chain tasks. Radio Frequency Identification, or RFID, is a wireless digital technology that uses radio waves to identify and track objects affixed with an electronic tag by transmitting signals based on events. These events are then interpreted and used as the basis for performing one or more actions with little or no physical intervention outside of the normal business processes employees perform in their daily duties. Using RFID in inventory management allows you to automate processes such as product issues, product movements, and initiating replenishments. Now in 24D, you can use RFID technology to support 2 use cases. The first use case is for 2-bin replenishment for PAR locations, and the second use case is for tracking and replenishment of RFID-tagged, high-value, restricted use, non-implantable items. Let's take a look at what's new. Periodic Automatic Replenishment, or PAR, inventory stocking locations make goods easily accessible for staff to grab and go without having to stop and create an inventory transaction in their ERP system. Now, Oracle Inventory Management can automate PAR counts and replenishment using RFID technology. For PAR locations, RFID tags are attached to each bin, and an RFID collection point is placed centrally within the PAR location. When an RFID tag bin is emptied, the empty bin is placed in the collection area, which is equipped with an RFID surface read point. The RFID surface read point reads the RFID tag bin, and the associated event is sent to Oracle Inventory Management. Oracle Inventory Management then uses the information from the device and the RFID tag to determine the inventory organization, PAR location, locator, and item information. It then automatically creates a 2-bin PAR count to replenish the item. The RFID events triggered are captured in the RFID events page. This page shows the general information about each event triggered from an RFID device and allows the user to drill directly into the PAR count overview page or the inventory transactions page to view more specific information about the transaction. At this point, the PAR count is already completed and awaiting fulfillment from the materials management team with no further action required. Using RFID-enabled 2-bin replenishment at PAR locations eliminates the need to manually count PAR locations and minimizes stockouts by creating replenishment requests as soon as the supplies are required. Now let's look at how we are enabling RFID to track and replenish high-value items. For 24D, we are supporting high-value, restricted-use, non-implantable items. In some industries, such as healthcare, high-value or restricted items are securely stored in or near procedural areas. By using RFID technology, organizations can ensure a level of traceability and security for managing these items. An RFID tag is attached to each physical item to be tracked, and the items are stored in RFID-enabled cabinets. When an RFID-controlled item is removed from the secured cabinet, the details of that item are transmitted to Oracle Inventory Management. Likewise, when RFID tag items are added to the cabinet. Oracle Inventory Management uses information from the RFID cabinet and the item's RFID tag to determine the inventory organization, location, locator, item, and serial information, and then creates an inventory issue or receipt transaction. Depending on the specific requirements of that item, the system could also automatically generate a replenishment request. In summary, introducing RFID in both these inventory management use cases improves operational efficiency and reduces instances of human error by removing the need to perform repetitive manual tasks. It also reduces supply delays and costs by creating replenishment requests immediately at the time of usage. Finally, let's look at an example of how we're continuing our innovation in mobile inventory capabilities in support of frontline supply chain workers. In 24D, mobile inventory now includes support for creating inter-organization transfers. Inter-organization transfers provide the ability to move goods between two closely located organizations when a formal pick, pack, and ship process isn't required. Creating inter-organization transfers on the go using a mobile device helps to reduce time spent moving goods between organizations and increases the accuracy of on-hand balances by creating transactions in real time instead of after they have occurred. Now let's look at what is new in order management. Over to Mark Carson.
Thanks, Derek. Hi, I'm Mark Carson, Senior Director of Product Strategy. We've been working hard to develop a completely new order management experience in Redwood. We had a goal to make order management easier to use, more responsive, and overall more efficient for the creation and management of sales orders. We fully leverage Redwood platform features including consumer-grade design, unified search, business rules, and guided journeys to achieve our goal. Now let's see some of these capabilities in action. The unified search is new, consolidates searches in a single place, and uses Elasticsearch for improved search results response. It can search via keyword or use filters to refine the search, or both. Saved searches can be created very easily and make it even faster to get to the desired search results. For efficiency, we wanted to allow users to get the basic information needed for an order entered as fast as possible, which typically would be some customer information in the header and then entry of order lines. A minimalistic set of attributes are required in the header to reduce the time to get the order lines. The information on the header is extensible through business rules for what attributes appear to support your specific experience. For example, you can have different attributes appear if a different BU is entered. The order entry row can be used heads down by tabbing through the fields, supports business rules to default additional fields on the line, and to show what columns appear. In addition, your own attributes are supported in line. The copy includes options for what data to copy, including additional information, data we saw above, attachments, billing plan, line sales credits, and extensible flex fields. Options enable faster order line entry time by avoiding additional editing once a copy is made. The ship set capability has been improved to allow for faster and easier creation and editing of ship sets by simply selecting the lines, naming the ship set, updating any attributes, then creating the ship set. The ship set is identified on the order line for easier tracking. The purpose of the additional details drawer is to allow input of order information that is used less frequently to avoid overloading the header and line columns information. Embedded within the same drawer, there is a new Gen AI feature that will summarize the revision history for an order, which allows the user to respond faster to questions on revisions during an order transaction. The improved attachments and notes capability consolidates information into a single place and makes it easier to add and manage content. Holds are summarized in a single place and allow direct and easy access to actions to release holds while preventing any action on certain types of holds. Guided journeys are available to help users get the information they need to perform tasks faster. Customers can add their own text, URLs, videos, documents, and even access their own Gen AI features. Order and order line sales credits are consolidated into a single page to allow in-context adjustment of credits for both. Gen AI can be used to save time for the generation of text for an order acknowledgement email, which includes order data. The text can be edited to create a personalized response. Mass actions across orders supports cancel, reprice, schedule, unschedule, pause, and reserve and unreserved actions. Mass updates allow updating of order attributes across orders. A view of the processing status is available for both actions and updates and provides processing status, number of order lines processed, and any errors. For errors, a drill down is provided to identify and link to the order lines causing the error. Mass actions and updates make it easy for users to make multiple changes across orders with just a few mouse clicks, which greatly reduces the time required to manage order and order line changes. You have seen some examples of the next-gen order management features, and there are many more available in 24D for you to explore. In summary, the next-gen order management enables faster and easier creation and management of sales orders, leveraging Redwood consumer-grade UX, efficient execution, intelligence, and greater capabilities. Back to you, Derek.
Thanks, Mark. Let's look at what's new in warehouse management. To reduce IT complexity and better connect the digital thread with Oracle Warehouse Management, 24D provides predefined integration mappings between inventory management and warehouse management for direct work order transactions related to manufacturing and maintenance operations. Facilities that either manufacture products using Oracle Manufacturing or repair products using Oracle Maintenance can now use predefined integration flows to connect with Oracle Warehouse Management to streamline the physical flow of work order-related materials and product transactions to the warehouse. This helps to ensure that inventory balances in Oracle Warehouse Management are synchronized with Oracle Inventory Management. The solution also makes it faster and easier for manufacturing and maintenance customers to use Oracle Warehouse Management to streamline material handling operations, and it enables them to integrate with automation technologies such as robots, conveyors, and other forms of material handling equipment. In 24D, we are introducing a new Redwood-based mobile user experience that provides full transaction support, thereby enabling customers to migrate from the legacy text-based mobile interface. The new Redwood user interface is a mobile-first design and enables warehouse workers to perform transactions in real time with low latency. The new mobile user experience has several advantages over the legacy mobile application. For example, it provides the ability to view images, thereby enabling warehouse users to ensure transaction accuracy by viewing product images when performing transactions. In addition, the Redwood mobile user interface can be used with mobile devices without keyboards, such as regular smartphones, and supports both integrated barcode scanners or camera-based scanning, giving customers much-needed flexibility regarding their preferred mobile devices. Finally, we've also incorporated the Oracle Digital Assistant into the new mobile app to support natural language-based interactions. 2 use cases are built in. First, the Digital Assistant helps warehouse users get the list of orders which are at risk of not being shipped the same day. Second, the Digital Assistant enables the users to reprioritize the related tasks to ensure that at-risk orders meet their shipping deadlines. Additional use cases can be supported by using the Oracle Digital Assistant's extensibility framework. Thanks so much for your time. John, back to you.
Thank you, Mark and Derek. Now on to PLM and product management, where Redwood is completely transforming the user experience and bringing the efficiency, capability, and coolness to the control of the enterprise product record. So over to Sachin Patel to show us how.
Thanks, John. Hello, I'm Sachin Patel, Vice President of Product Strategy for Oracle PLM Cloud. Today, to stay competitive, companies need to innovate and bring products to market faster. Design engineers and change analysts spend a lot of time searching and navigating through multiple screens to complete their work. They are looking for key information such as, where are the parts I need to add to my design, what takes priority, where is the approval bottleneck, and who do I need to follow up with to approve a workflow. The next generation of PLM Cloud provides a streamlined digital experience to manage a product's lifecycle that helps accelerate new product introduction. Design engineers can now focus their efforts on designing high-quality products and propelling innovation. Let's take a look at some of the new PLM Redwood user experiences that have been optimized so PLM users can perform these tasks efficiently and with confidence. First, let me introduce you to the PLM Navigator. It provides quick navigation and single-click access to saved searches and items that are needed frequently, making it a breeze to navigate in the application. Pinning the Navigator makes it omnipresent and available in all task flows, while unpinning it allows one-time use, providing for full flexibility in managing the workflow. Saved searches are accessible across all objects, enabling recall of complex search criteria and search results instantly. Finding a search by name, using a keyword, or filter alleviates manual scrolling through a long list of saved searches. Items can be easily added to the clipboard, which provides access to a focused set of items in a single place, thereby accelerating definition of structures and workflows. Pinning favorite items in the clipboard further narrows the focus on the most critical parts being worked on, eliminating the need for researching those items. The unified product search experience provides a single page to search for all PLM objects. The highly performant search capability allows you to instantly retrieve search results, result counts, and smoothly scroll through large data sets effortlessly. A change analyst wants to view some critical open work for an approver that abruptly took a leave of absence. With the workflow approval search, this is easy to do as they can efficiently search for users or roles of workflow participants and other details to assess any workflows that need to be reassigned. Did I mention our new search was fast? The new workflow history search makes it easy to discover all historical actions taken on a workflow, including red lines, affected objects, and the change cover page, allowing for full traceability and immediate resolution. In prior releases, we provided the ability to define system-level search views, available to all users. These views can now be personalized, allowing users to choose what and how they want to view their data to best fit their business needs. Analyzing and reviewing large BOM datasets has never been easier. With the new BOM grid, which delivers a familiar spreadsheet-like experience directly in the browser. Viewing reference designators, substitute components, along with item attributes has been simplified through inline viewing as well as through data presence indicators. A huge time saver by eliminating the need to open multiple items concurrently. The next-gen PLM Cloud allows improved product data visibility, performance, and productivity. As a result, design engineers can work more efficiently, eliminate non-value-added tasks, and design products faster. We've seen an initial set of capabilities, and we're excited for the additional innovations to come in the near future. The time to move to PLM Cloud is now, and we are ready to welcome our Agile PLM, EBS, and new customers to PLM Cloud to transform their business. John, back to you.
Thanks, Sachin. Now on to procurement, where we continue to use AI to improve the buying experience. The supplier self-service registration request uses attachments to collect needed information that ensures proper vetting and qualification of a new supplier. With Update 24D, self-service procurement now uses Retrieval Augmented Generation, or RAG, with generative AI to automatically summarize those attachments, dramatically simplifying and accelerating the review process and reducing supplier registration cycle times. We have also used Redwood to create a new, easy-to-use self-service request for new suppliers as part of self-service procurement. This can include Supplier Qualification Management, or SQM, questionnaires. All of this streamlines the supplier onboarding process while ensuring quality and appropriate vetting. Every organization has a unique set of requirements for their self-service procurement shopping flow. Now, with Business Rules Framework in 24D self-service procurement application, organizations can tailor the user experience to meet their individual company needs, such as setting fields as required or optional, read-only or editable, shown or hidden, and to set these configurations based on conditions such as country or business unit. Also leveraging GenAI, the Summarize Purchase Order Details feature creates a quick, concise summary of the contents of the purchase order, enabling the user to see what is being ordered on the PO without having to drill into the details. Helpful, time-saving, efficient. And we are not done. Supplier Qualification Management also uses GenAI capabilities when creating or modifying a qualification area. When editing, the Supplier Qualification Manager can now click on the AI Assist button to get a list of suggested questions based on the area's title and description. The Supplier Manager can review the suggested questions, edit if necessary, and add them to the qualification area. The use of GenAI Assist questions can speed the creation of the qualification area and improve its accuracy, greatly improving Supplier Qualification Manager productivity. On now to supply chain planning and supply chain collaboration. With the 24D update, you can now use the new Redwood user experience to manage the end-to-end supply collaboration business process in Oracle Supply Chain Collaboration. Using the new user experience, you can streamline the collaboration process by sharing order forecasts and review commits from your trading partners, using Smart Search to quickly find the desired information, using a grid-based design for faster review and update with fewer clicks, and managing required master data such as collaboration planners, plans, and relationships. There are so many more innovations in Update 24D than we could cover in this spotlight. So for more information on added features, use these links or the QR code. And thank you so much for your time today. It's a wrap.